Okay, so we're going to be installing a outlet here for convenience, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we'll select a spot where to put it. I'll screw it into a beam here. Let's see where can I put it right here. Okay, so we will put our Romex connectors on here. Make sure it's under nice and tight. Let's see how long this is. This is going to be plenty long enough here. Should be a nice piece here to use for this. Okay, we'll take our, here in the country I was born in, we use a 12 on 20 amps, and this is a push-in 20 amp circuit breaker. It sets in the box like this, pushes in like that, and we will get this wire ready to go. Careful not to get the ground wire in the cutter there, so I don't cut it. That we're putting a G.F.I in here because there is going to be a sink over here for for washing, like next to your clothes, like you're washing next to the washing machine for washing stuff. Okay, now I will loosen that connector up a little. Push my slack down a little bit so I don't have too much jacket in the box here. Alrighty, so now we can run our wires to our circuit breaker. We will take our ground wire, push it down in the back here, bring it up, and I'll go into this one right here, bend it over straight, clip my slack off, and I'll push up on it so it's in the little groove here that's in the back of the bar there. Make sure it's tight. So it's running straight along the side of the box there. We'll take our white wire. We can bring it up here. We'll put it right here. So we'll push it down to the back in the corner here. Bring our wire up. Bend it over where we want to go in. We'll get nice and straight. So we will clip it right here. I will strip it. Make sure our copper is coming through the bus bar and the insulation is not under the screw head. Make sure it's tight. Get our wire back in here nice and neat. That's where I want it. Stay nice and flat back in there. Now we'll bring our black wire, we'll push it back down in the corner here, we'll straighten it out coming up through here so it's nice and neat. We'll bring it up, the breaker's going to be right here, so I will cut it about right here. Right in the terminal there. And we'll push it back. Now we'll hook our G.F.I receptacle up down here. on the back of the G.F.I, you'll see where it says line and load. I'm going to have to score this jacket here so I can rip it. Very carefully down the middle there. So we're going to use the line side, and we're going to close the screws on the load side. Close the screws on the load side. We'll open up the screws on the line side. And we'll put our ground wire on the green screw here. We'll get our wire closed around the screw head the direction that the screw turns. Close it like that. Now these have twist and lock connections, so I'm going to just strip what I need to go in the hole to get under the pressure plate. So we'll put the black on the where it says line. I'm going to hold it up here to make sure it's long enough, and it's long enough, so I'll put it in there. And the white one goes over here. Again, I'll hold it up there, make sure it's long enough. One. Two. Alrighty, so now we're going to have to put a mud ring, what they call a mud ring, on this box. So we'll just shape our wire so when we put it in, it'll just go on the box. We'll just fold our ground wire down and it'll fit in here like that. And we can just fan them out this way, so that they don't push against the back of the box and short out. So that is how we wire a circuit here on a 200 amp service, which is all brand new here in the country I was born in. Black is live, white is neutral, red is also live, and blue is also live. And the bare wire or the green wire is the ground. We use a 14 gauge wire on 15 amps, and we use 12 gauge wire on 20 amps. Peace. Thanks for watching. We have 120 volts, and each one of these circuit breakers is for 120 volt circuit. 120 comes in on this side, 120 comes in on this side. So if you need something that's 220, 240, you put a double pole breaker, and that'll give you 240 between your two hot wires.